Hello and welcome. Thank you for coming to watch me play and make a mess. My substrate is a double layered canvas triangle that I'm just drawing plus signs on with my grey lead. These have been in my stash far too long and need to be used. I still have 8 of them. I want to check the position of my plus signs. Do I need more or will it be okay? So over the top I'm putting a piece of cheesecloth, a vintage ticket, a piece of UmWowStudio plus sign tissue paper and a swallow mash chipboard shape. Decided that I didn't have enough of those plus signs, so move my focal point out of the way and draw some more. I'm using black cotton thread for each of my plus signs, just so they stand out a little bit more from the background. There I thought I could put a hole in the canvas and for me to be able to see it, but nope, it disappeared. So it's just stick the needle in and find the hole, right place. I hope you don't mind, but I did delete most of me sewing these plus signs, as I didn't really think that you needed to sit through all of that. That last plus sign is just a little bit close to the edge for my liking, but I do manage to get him all sewn up and tied off at the back. This is where it gets messy and fun. I'm using beeswax. Now this is white beeswax, which is actually bleached beeswax, but the bleaching is done by the sun, so there is no chemicals added to turn the wax from the manila folder colour, the yellow, to the white. It's all done by the sun. The first lot of wax I added was just scraped off my heat-proof mat, because I had actually done a wax project earlier, and now I'm just adding pellets of wax. Lots of wax, lots of heating, just so it all melts and the whole triangle, front and back, is covered with wax. This technique and art piece is inspired by Dee Dee Catron. I belong to her YouTube membership channel, and each week she does a live and has been doing it since 2020. So much fun. Each week Dee Dee does a live. She's done artist books, she's done jelly printing, she's done all sorts of things, and her theme at the moment is wax. I found that I like using my palette knife with the wax. Here I'm adding my first piece of cheesecloth and it disappears. So I'm going to add some more layers. I'm just distressing that piece of cheesecloth. Need to keep the wax melted so you can add more layers. Just heating the wax on my palette knife to get that off. And I'm pretty sure I'll be adding some more pellets of wax, making sure that's all melted. And then I think I add 2 or 3 more pieces of the cheesecloth. So if you're interested in finding out where I've found my inspiration to use the wax, I will have all Dee Dee's details below, her Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and she also has her own company which is called UmWowStudio, and I'll have that linked below as well. Here I'm adding another piece of cheesecloth and pushing it in. It still disappears, but I'll still put more wax and still put another piece of cheesecloth on. No, I told a porky. I don't actually add another piece of cheesecloth. I add a piece of the plus sign tissue paper, which is from UmWowStudio, the vintage ticket, or a piece of the vintage ticket. Trying to use my palette knife to move that, but just use my fingers instead. Keeping the wax melted. Here I add some more pellets of wax, moving it around, making sure I don't move the paper or the tissue paper too much. Yep, see there, I just moved it. Yep, put it back in place. Didn't like where it was. And now I'm adding the piece of chipboard. It's from the Swallow Mash. And I'm covering that in wax to make sure it stays in place. Oh, stop moving it. It was fine. Hey, where'd the heat go? Oh, moved it right out of the way. I thought I must have been doing something else, but no. Just welting, that's a good one. Melting the wax. Oh, I'm losing the plot. Thank you for visiting. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you again. Happy creating.